Hey, hi, how are ya? I'm back again with another tag video. I wasn't tagged on this one, but I thought I would do it anyway. It is the Cozy Autumn book tag. This was created by the book Belle. I will make sure I link her original video down below in the description so you can do it too. Again, I'm not tagging anyone. I don't know how many people have already done it. I've seen it floating around here and there now that autumn is here, and I don't want to re-tag people. So if you are wanting to do it and you haven't done it yet, please consider yourself tagged by me and tag me in your video, or let me know that you've done that so that I can watch it and see what you think. I have, how many questions? I have it written on my laptop over here, so that's why I'm going to refer to this every so often. All right, I have 10 questions. So the first one is, what book always reminds you of autumn or fall? I have to say that the book or series that reminds me of fall that I have read so far, I know there are tons of autumnal, fall vibe-esque books out there that I haven't read yet, but one of the ones that I would say is like the definition of fall for me, just based on how I feel every time I watch it or read it, is Harry Potter series. This one specifically is the Sorcerer's Stone or Philosopher's Stone. I just start reading it and I just start to feel like I just want to curl up next to a fire with something warm in my hands and dive into this world. I normally watch the movies every time they're on TV, or I really have a craving for them during this time of the year just because they just seem so atmospheric. And I mean, it's wizard school, so like witches and wizards and trolls and werewolves, and it just screams fall to me. So definitely this series, most definitely. The next question is, what is my favorite autumnal book cover? Now this one was kind of hard for me. I could always say Pumpkinheads, that graphic novel. I believe it's by Rainbow Rowell. I'll put it here when I find a picture of it. But that book cover is beautiful and I immediately think of it. I've seen it floating around BookTube the last few weeks, and even prior to that, that's a book that a lot of people love to read. But the one that I have on my shelf, I haven't read yet, it is on my list, is The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna. This cover, I just think it's beautiful. It's got like a sunset and some fir trees. I don't really like the shiny road aspect. I don't know if that has anything to do with anything in the book, but I just think that the colors are stunning. It just screams fall to me, so I really enjoy that cover. Anyway, this book I think off of my shelves gives the most vibes for me. This or Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. So those two I think are the ones that I own that I think are just super, super gorgeous colored. The next question is number 3. What is your favorite autumnal drink to read with? So anything hot for me during the fall time is like right up my alley, whether that be coffee. I really love, if I go places for coffee, I really like a white chocolate mocha with peppermint. I'm not really a huge pumpkin vibe kind of a person, but if they have like salted caramel, that's always great. And then I also love tea. I drink a lot of Earl Grey with some cream or milk and a little bit of sugar, and that's just chef's kiss. It does it for me. It's so good. Next question, number 4. Do you prefer to read late at night or early in the morning? This question is kind of like a double. I enjoy both. I read pretty much all day if I'm able to. My main time to read is normally in the morning when I'm commuting to work. I listen to my audiobooks in the car. If I don't have an audiobook, I'll read at work when I get there between my breaks between clients, or I'll read at night before bed. Those are typically the times that I most want to or have the ability to read. So if I have an audiobook throughout the day on my drive to and from work, if I don't have an audiobook, when I get to work at some point if I can, or just when I get home. Question number 5. Halloween is coming. What is your favorite spooky read? Since becoming a reader again this past year, I haven't read too many like books that freak me out. The only book that I could think of for this one that was spooky and creeped me out was Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. It freaked me out. It was my first experience with paranormal horror / thriller, and it legitimately creeped me out. So I think that's one that I would recommend to people that are wanting to be spooked. It's creepy. I was really spooked. I couldn't really read it unless there were people around me. I had to read it in the daytime. I was home by myself while I was reading it, and I have 2 cats and a dog, and my cats were upstairs running around. So the floor was creaking at random times, and they'd jump down from something and there'd be a loud thud, and I was just like, I need to burn the place down. Like, I'm scared. So I think that one is one that will stick with me for a very, very long time, of one that really creeped me out. Question number 6. What is the ultimate comfort read for you? I would say that the ultimate comfort read for me is the Harry Potter series. Even though I've only had this opportunity to read it through once so far, I feel like it's just, as soon as I open the pages and I start reading it, I just feel like it's a giant warm hug, and I feel like I'm returning home, if that seems like a normal thing to say. The other book that is just so comforting to read about and so sweet is Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. I tabbed the shit out of this book, marked it, highlighted it, went absolutely insane. Just like the sister vibes, the family vibes, the friendships, just the atmosphere that this presents, it is so comforting for me to read. I read this for the first time this year, and it's one of the books that as soon as I ended it, I wanted to go back through and read it again. I just could not get enough of it. So this one I think is going to be a comfort read for years to come for me, and I can't wait to find more books that are like that. Question number 7. What is your favorite autumnal reading snack? So I don't know. I guess I don't really snack too much when I read, so I don't really crave specific snacks while I read. It's mainly tea or coffee or something that I really want something warm. But during the fall lately, I have been craving apples while I read. I don't know what it is. Apples are kind of my jam right now. And I think crackers are an easy thing for me to eat and read along with. I don't feel like I get too many crumbs or anything. So I would say probably apples are my go-to right now, and they're everywhere. So it's perfect. Number 8. What is your favorite autumnal candle to burn while reading? Oh, this says whilst reading, so that's special. So far, I mean, I really love to diffuse oils in my diffuser, and I really love diffusing thieves oil. It's got like a clove cinnamon scent that I really like. There's a Christmas spirit type of oil that I really love diffusing. It's like cinnamon and allspice, and oh, it smells so good. So I really like diffusing those, but I do have candles that I really love. This one is one that I'm obsessed with right now. It is carrot cake, and it smells so good. I really love apple orchard smelling ones. I love any spicy ones or bourbon ones. Pumpkin spice is a really easy one for me to really get into. So right now, any fall scent candle, literally anything, I'm down for. I absolutely love it. Give it to me. I'll burn it. Promise. Number 9. When you're not reading, what is your favorite autumnal activity? I don't know what it is, but when it gets gloomy and rainy and kind of stormy or dark really early, I really just love to curl up on my couch or in a big chair with chunky socks on, or a really, really warm, cozy sweater, really big blanket. And I like just watching movies, whether they're just atmospheric or if they're spooky. I don't really care what they are. I just like snuggling up and just watching whatever it is we're watching. My husband and I have been watching a lot of The Office again. That's just one that I can watch all the time, all day, every day. It's so good. It's so funny. We've been watching Schitt's Creek. We love that. We watch a lot of new random movies on Netflix. We really like just picking a random movie and hoping that it's good. And so just anything on TV really, as long as it's warm, cozy, I'm there. And final question, number 10. What is on my autumnal fall reading list? So I have a ton of books that I would like to read by the end of the year, just on my TBR, that are screaming at me to read. I don't have any specific that I can think of off the top of my head that I need to read this fall. There are only 2 that I could come up with definitively that I was like, I must read these by the end of the year or I have failed. And the first one is Les Mis by Victor Hugo. The Brick. I really want to get to this and try to finish it before the end of the year. It's really chunky. I really want to get this one read. I feel like it would be a huge accomplishment for me to have read this before the end of the year. Yeah, so this is a goal of mine. It's big, but it's a goal. And the other one is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, to finish the Harry Potter series for my first read through. So this one is definitely on my list. I'm hoping to get to it next month and finish it next month. And it's not too big, I don't think. I mean, it looks bigger than I think it is. It's only like 760 pages or so, so it's not ginormous and it's doable. I also have the audiobook for this that I will pair with it, so that will make it go a little faster. But I just have to finish the series before the end of the year. And then next year, I'm really gonna work towards reading it in 7 months. I can do it. It's gonna be fine. I will finish it, I will read it, I will love it, and it will be absolutely perfect. So those are the two that I absolutely must get to by the end of the year. The rest of everything on my TBR, I'll pepper in here and there and make it work with what I want to read, what I need to read, prioritize things. I need to get a lot more arcs done. My NetGalley arcs are coming out of the seams. I really need to prioritize those coming up the next few months, so I'm hoping there are reading challenges that my book group is doing that I can pepper those in more and get through those in a timely manner, because it's getting embarrassing and stressful. So that is the final question. Again, I will link the questions down below, the original video down below. I hope you guys take the time to do this tag. It's super fun. It really got me thinking about like what fall vibes are for me, like what things I absolutely must have, and it's really fun to put that into thought. I haven't really thought too much about that and what that looks like for me personally, so I really enjoyed this tag. It was really fun. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe down below, comment what things you like, what your must-haves are for fall and when you read, or you can just tag me down below. Let me know you completed the tag video and I will watch that and comment there. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. See ya!